Hi guys, I'm Cindy.
I'm Dan.
And we're building a tiny house in North Portugal. Now this week our main challenge is going to be to put the roof beam up, and we hope to be wrapping the house, so stick around. So we start over there, and then I'm going to be bringing beams over while you kind of
Jimmy them up.
jimmy them up. Yeah. Okay.
I think it's gonna be, we do one at a time, so we don't get too much material where we work, and then we put one up, and then we carry it up, and then we mark it, and then one at a time.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, these beams are my nemesis. They are so incredibly heavy. Oh, but hey, at 9 a.m. it's not so heavy. 4, not so good. Alrighty guys, as you can see, we've got the beams up on more or less half of the house, and now we're going to be switching sides, because as Dan explained, it's going to be a lot easier to find the center once we've got beams on either end, and just kind of adjust to get a middle of the house. So get to it. Right, back in first.
Yeah.
So
Can I do the back, and then you do the front?
I can do this part here. Take it over there, drag it over there. Yeah, I can kind of put it up there if you want to. Oh, yeah! looks like we're gonna have a ceiling, maybe.
Like it.
By the way, our friend Pedro's asked, when is the roof going on? Well, tell us the next step down before the roof.
Well, first we have to put the battens on the outside of the house, and then we need to put the windbreaker on, and then another layer of battens the other way, and after that we can start doing
Plastic.
the plastic. When the outside of the walls are done, plastic up, isolation,
Insulation.
and then start nailing the roof nailing the roof.
So this means that you, Pedro, you're going to see the roof going up in about 2 to 3 weeks. So, well, we were supposed to start with the exterior of the house. The delivery that we were expecting is in fact coming on Monday. So instead, we're going to start with the inner wall.
Yeah, we're gonna start finish the structure basically.
Mason, we're not going to start the stick thing, are we? This is not a stick. This is a small piece of wood. If you want me to throw the sticks, go get another stick. Go get a good stick. This is no good, Paul. This does not qualify as a stick. Nathan. you guys can hear it, but our neighbors, so the vineyard right in front of us, they're plowing their field. It's cool. We're now on day 13th of our tiny house built in North Portugal, and today Dan and I are going to be working separately. Dan, what are you going to be working on?
I'm gonna continue with the interior wall for the bathroom.
And I'm going to be building a deck, a temporary deck at the back of the house. Now this deck is going to be really handy when it comes to time to put the roof on the house, but of course the deck that I'm building is just temporary. So if you're planning to build a deck at home, you shouldn't be following the instruction that follows.
So far I have just complemented up the interior wall studs to make sure that we have somewhere to screw the gypsum on the inside.
Right. So you've put some beams I see above the doorway.
This is the height of the door, I guess. Well, it's not going to be a door here, but the walkway. And then the other studs. And since they have a wall here, you need to have somewhere to screw the gypsum in the roof or in the ceiling. I'm just putting up a piece in the top, so I don't have to do that later when I put up the gypsum or when we put up the gypsum.
Wow. What do you think, Pooh? Want to test it? Run away. What do you think, Mr. Poo Poo? Is it better with a deck? I think it is. Yeah, as happy as one can be with these boards.
I think it looks great.
You do?
Yeah. Gonna help out so much.
It will. I know. I know. Because then with this deck, we can have access to the roof.
Yeah.
And then,
Is it not 4 feet, Pooh? Good boy.
yeah, with this deck, it's easier access to the roof. And then, but the boards are different width, and they're all bananas. So it makes for what it is
Makes for a good decking. To work to build on.
to build on. Exactly. Not a permanent decking. But...
No.
So after 13 days of build, our tiny house is looking amazing. And what else, Dan?
What else? Well, we fixed the interior walls on the bathroom and the ceiling. We lowered the ceiling a bit just to make, if we want to have downlights or something in the bathroom, we have the option to put it in there. And yeah, we fixed all the interior corners for screwing the gyps and where the corners meet everywhere, so to speak. You need somewhere to put the screws in. So, but it's always somewhere you miss.
Perfect. Well, that's going to conclude it for us for this week. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to us. Take it easy. Have a good week. Bye. Here's a little tip for you guys if you're going to be installing this type of roof.
So basically what we're doing is that we're measuring how much the front of the house is gonna protrude from the facade. And then we mark it, put 2 nails there, and then we put up the beams. We just push the beams towards the studs until they reach the nails. And then we know that the front is gonna be more or less the same distance, so then we just have to adjust the back wall with the studs, and then the front is gonna be following. That's the idea at least, and hopefully it works.
Now, another great little tips if you're going to have measurement that'll be repeated over and over again. Create yourself a stick with the exact length of that measurement. In this case for us, it's 600 millimeters. And that's the distance between the studs and the roof beams. So basically, instead of measuring every single time, what we can do is place the studs and draw a line or cut, screw, and nail, right?
Yeah.
Dan's pro tip.
If you're gonna nail close to the edge,
Yeah.
and if you cut the nail,
Yeah.
it will not crack either, because it's crushing the fibers instead of splitting them.
Very good. Pro tip.